자, 아침에 책들을 좀 읽습니다. The missing links. It is worth our while to consider why we resort to these terms of fidelity and trust, which are actually quite a peculiar way to speak about the institution. In this telling choice of words may be a vital clue to how to better understand the crisis we face and even to what we might do about it. What does it mean? Then that so many Americans say they have been losing confidence in our country's institution. Yeah, who's pulling your strings? How to break the cycle of manipulation and regain control of your life. Transform yourself from a soft to a hardened target. Extricate yourself from hopelessly manipulative relationship. Protect yourself from falling prey to manipulators controlling the future. Stop others from pulling your strings once and for all. How to make yourself a hardened target. Maintaining yourself as a hardened target. To reap fully the benefits of the skills you have learned in this chapter, you should repeat the 3 steps: scan, identify, replace. Journal exercise at least weekly. You developed the soft target thinking over many years. Realistically, you cannot expect it to disappear overnight. However, if you remain committed to making yourself a hardened target, those old patterns of thought and behavior can and will give way to far healthier, self-protective ones. Maintaining your hard target mindset will require the vigilance. Backslide and the relapse happen, especially when stress and time pressure overtake your best intention. Just be patient with yourself and do not give up. You can recover from any backslide. Just take out your journal and begin again to write down your thought. If those old bugs have crept back in, you will know what to do to clean up, correct, and strengthen your thinking. Talk Incorporated. How trusted leaders use conversation to power their organization. Chapter 1, Up and Down, the promise of trust-based leadership. Leaders in any industry, we contend, can draw upon this element of intimacy to energize their people and to improve the way that information flows up and down the organization. That point applies with particular force to another energy company, Hindustan Petroleum, an organization that we'll discuss at length in the next chapter. No rules are the rules. Netflix and the culture of reinvention. A great workplace is stunning colleagues. First, build up talent density. Talent density. Talented people make one another more effective. Every employee had some talent. When we'd been 120 people, we had some employees who were extremely talented and others who were mildly talented. Overall, we had a fair amount of talent dispersed across the workforce. After the layoff, with only the most talented 8 people, we had a small amount of talent overall, but the amount of talent per employee was greater. Our talent density had increased. We learned that a company with really dense talent is a company everyone wants to work for. High performers especially thrive in environments where the overall talent density is high. Our employees were learning more from one another, and the teams were accomplishing more faster. This was increasing individual motivation and satisfaction and leading the entire company to get more done. We found that being surrounded by the best catapulted already good work to a whole new level. Most important, working with really talented colleagues was exciting, inspiring, and a lot of fun. Something that remains as true today with the company at 7,000 employees as it was back then at 80. In hindsight, I understood that a team with one or two merely adequate performers bring down the performance of everyone on the team. If you have a team of 5 stunning employees and 2 adequate ones, the adequate ones are the will. Decisive how to make the better choices in life and work. The 4 pillars of decision making. Widen your option. Reality test your assumption. Attain distance before deciding. Prepare to be wrong. Research in psychology has revealed that our decisions are disrupted by an array of biases and irrationalities. We are overconfident. We seek out information that supports us and downplay information that doesn't. We get distracted by short-term emotion. When it comes to making decisions, it seems our brains are flawed instruments. Unfortunately, merely being aware of these shortcomings doesn't fix the problem any more than knowing that we are nearsighted help us to see. The real question is, how can we do the better? How to instantly connect with anyone. 96 are the all new little tricks for big success in relationship. How to develop excellent eye contact in 10 easy steps. This last one is for women only. Determine how much of the eye makeup another female is wearing. Mascara, shadow, eyeliner, stop lapping. Gentlemen, we women do that naturally. If you practice these 10 techniques, looking into someone's eyes will gradually become more natural and less daunting. Less daunting. Without depending on these crutches. Little trick number one, examine 10 characteristics of their eyes. To boost your eye contact with people, alternate between defining the color, shape, and width of their eyes. Check out the length and the color of their lashes. Are they wearing contact lenses or glasses? How far apart are their eyes? Count their blinks. Determine whom they are looking at most. Ladies, check out the woman's eye makeup. Is she wearing false eyelashes? Mew. After a few months of doing this exercise, looking into people's eyes will be the breeze. Strong eye contact will be second nature. The complete microbiotic diet. 7 steps to feel fabulous, look vibrant, and think clearly. Connecting with the spirit of health. Connecting with the spirit of health. We are one with nature and the environment. A rough translation of Shindo Fuji, which Joji Osawa used to formulate the microbiotic philosophy and lifestyle. We are one with nature and the environment. Giving thanks for our food. The noblest question in the world is, what good may I do in it? The orderly cycles of nature guide this book and my macrobiotic practice. Through aligning with these orderly cycles, we reconnect with all aspects of nature. For life on this planet, we observe this orderliness through days, seasons, years, and the growth cycle. Food is our Food is our connection to nature. When eating plants directly from nature, we create a direct connection which fosters the care and the love of self and the planet. When we eat the plants that have already been processed by animals, we create an indirect connection. All food has 3 types of nourishment: physical, energetic, and spiritual. Physical nourishment is the basic constituent of food, the raw material that we digest and process. Physical nourishment gives us energy and become our blood, tissue, and organs. The principal categories of physical nourishment are minerals, protein, carbohydrate, fat, vitamins, and enzymes. Energetic nourishment is the nourishment we derive from the food as a result of its life cycle. from growth to our plate. For plants, and energetic nourishment begins with the quality of both the seed and the soil within which they grow. The process continues and includes the harvest, how the plants grow, how we process, store, distribute, and finally prepare them for consumption. Energetic nourishment is the food quality. The adversity paradox, an unconventional guide to achieving uncommon business success. Maslow's hierarchy of needs: survival, safety and security, love and belonging, esteem, self-actualization. Abraham Maslow's well-known hierarchy of needs theory illustrated the concept perfectly. As individuals meet the basic needs, they seek to satisfy higher needs that occupy a set hierarchy, which Maslow illustrated with a pyramid diagram. Dismayed, things may come to those who wait, but only the things left by those who hustle. The only man who makes no mistakes is the man who never does anything. Never be afraid to do something new. Remember, an amateur built the Ark, professionals built the Titanic. Many people fail to take action because they are afraid to fail. Planning is important, but if you don't take action, you can plan on having nothing more than you started with. If you do the things you need to do when you need to do them, then someday you can do the things you want to do when you want to do them. A good plan today is better than a perfect plan tomorrow. You can't build a reputation on what you are going to do. If you want to accomplish anything in life, you can't just sit back and hope it will happen. You've got to make it happen. The 100 Simple Secrets of Successful People, what scientists have learned and how you can use it. Own what you do. It doesn't matter if you run a company or sort the letters in the mail room. Succeeding in what you do started with taking ownership of the task. You do it, therefore you do it well. It doesn't matter what other people are doing, what senseless roadblocks are placed in your way by dumb policies or ill-chosen leaders. What you do represents your ability, commitment, and ultimately your potential to do something more. So you wanted to have an orgasm? Figuring out how to have an orgasm together can be a fun joint project, but it doesn't have to be your main goal. Don't let it eclipse the physical and the emotional pleasure of being together. Better small talk. Talk to anyone. Avoid awkwardness. Generate deep conversation and make real friends. The listeners are not getting much out of the exchange, and at some point, only listening to someone and having your prompts ignored is burdensome and flat out annoying. In a theater performance, the two parties won't be working together, and the scene will be disjointed as one person will have to keep catering to the other person's whims.